Yeah! Alright, welcome guys to the ESEA stream for the 1.6 Intermediate Finals. So we have, this match is going to be casted by myself, Cake Builder, and my main man, Laser Jesus. What's going on, John?
Not much. It's going to be very interesting to cast 1.6 as this is the first and only time that I can remember me doing this, so
I'm so
it's
excited.
going to be fun to talk about some Legos.
I don't know what this is going to be like casting with you in 1.6, but I'm really excited to see how we do together. I'm pretty excited for this match. This match is going to be FiM versus Kova. Kova, I'll start out with them. They were 13-3 during the regular season, and right now in playoffs they are 5-1. They are the finalists coming from the lower bracket. And a quick roster rundown: we have Nitro. Nitro, Davey, Zeke, I'm not really sure what your name is, but I'll make it up as I go. We have Omar and Kova, so your alias is going to be Kova all match. From FiM, though, I have to say I'm a little biased. I have friends on FiM. FiM currently 20-0 for the season, including playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, they're in the upper bracket, obviously in the finals. They've never lost a match this season. We have Patiz, we have Kin, Joey, my main man, no longer Bounce House. We have Trey and Lava. So, you know, Joey and Trey alone, that's a deadly combination. The two have been playing together forever. They're both in the little F4 club. I don't know what the fuck that means, but they are together in that regard. And I'm really excited to see what FiM has to put up for Tuscan here. This will be the first map. FiM only has to win Tuscan, and then they're good to go. They win the intermediate for this season of ESEA. If they lose, however, they'll be brought to a second map where Kova can redeem themselves. I believe that second map is Inferno. I'm not 100%, but Kova will need to win not only Tuscan, but the second map following, and that, I do believe, again, will be Inferno. So, should be a really interesting match. I talked to Joey prior to me starting this cast up, and he said that their Tuscan's been a little weak recently. As of late, they haven't been scrimming as much. Kova obviously has been practicing very, very hard. They lack the individual experience and also the team composure to kind of compete with FiM's really, dominant score here, their record in this season. So Kova really has to prove themselves, and they've been practicing accordingly to that fact, and they've really been trying to get their Tuscan down. FiM, maybe not as confident, but they're looking to pull this out in one map.
So, since you've been following your friends and whatnot, how have any of their matches even been close? I mean, has it gone into any overtimes or anything like that, or have they just
FiM's definitely been close. It depends. What's interesting about FiM is the matches that they feel will be the most easy for them to win because the people they're playing maybe don't have the best record or best track record over the course of a couple of seasons. The easier matches get really close. They've been some 16-14, 16-13, 16-12 matches, but the guys that have been posing the most competition to FiM, they've been dominating, and I'm not sure if that's because they've been practicing a little bit more diligently or if they've really just been bringing their A game from the start and not underestimating who they're playing. Kova, however, they have had a couple of losses. They've had 4 during this entire season, including the one during the playoffs, but they are the finalists from the lower bracket. I don't want to discredit them in any way. They are a definite, the best contender in intermediate to be facing FiM right now, and potentially having the favor on the first map could be trouble for FiM, but I'm not sure what the halves are going to present, who's going to start on what team. I think actually, we are going to be going live here. FiM is going to be starting on T side. I don't want to say that this map is favored in either direction because Kova might have a stronger CT side than FiM, but I'm interested to see how the pistol round is going to pan out for both teams.
Yeah, always the huge momentum decider. And I agree with you. Again, I'm lacking the 1.6 knowledge, but just in Source and CSGO, or of course Tuscan hasn't been played much on Go yet, but it seems always very even. As kind of the pick and roll style map, not often that you see just a straight up, okay, we're going to this site, without considering any fakes back and forth. So here we go, Kova starting on the CT side, and you can see them going with a strong banana or the B push. And they do trade frags, but FIM has got to watch out for this 3-man flank coming in from Kova, and they may get into the A bomb site in time to stop the FIM plant, as all 4 of the FIM members are trying to take into the site. You see an interesting boost here coming in from Kova. They're going to try to retake the site. Even odds right now. Davey starts off the frag on
excellent pick.
With 2. That's Davey going in. And now this is a whole bunch of CTs for just one member of FIM to do it in this 1 versus 3 now as he narrows it down. But nicely done by Kova. And FIM just took a little bit too much time getting up that catwalk before the CTs could come in.
Yeah,
take the sight away from him.
You could absolutely tell that FIM is more comfortable with a slower typed pistol round, but Kova played a very traditional CT side. We've seen it coming, spawning originally from the Euro strats in 1.6. What you want to do CT pistol is push through SA2, and that's exactly what Kova did, limiting what FIM could do. And once Kova realized that SA2 was clear, they could push all the way through over to 1 and really just stop any sort of defense on that bomb plant. So great job by Kova.
Yeah, that SA2. Oh, never mind. 1D here from onto Kova. And man, FIM with a surprise buy here. As Trey did take down one with an AK as well. So suddenly Kova they were looking real strong coming in to this first half, and now suddenly they might get surprise bot upon. And suddenly their momentum will be shattered, and they might have to save even 2 rounds. But Omarlov inside of the B bomb site. Not sure why he only has a USP. Is he an opera or something? Is that what he's saving? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. By Kova not electing, or Omarlov not electing.
They're walking up banana on him.
Yep, here comes the banana take. Omarlov has already gotten 1 USP frag this round, but he's going to have to deal with so many terrorists going to encroach on his location right now. Already down to 50 health. He is going to call for his teammates to rotate, and they are doing so. Davey and Zeke going to come in, but again, they are down 1 member, so here comes the take. Bomb has just been planted. FIM again up 1 member. Ken evens that out, down to 3-on-3, and FIM. Or never mind, FIM got both of those. So 1-on-4 here. Omarlov unable to get anything done with that USP despite the opening frag, and FIM suddenly, boom, their advantage.
Complete turnaround. FIM, they bought 3 Deagles, 2 AKs after the buy. Kova, not expecting that at all, especially we saw Omar in B alone without a gun, trying to save with that AWP, but didn't really take into account that, FIM had planted, didn't really expect the buy. Excellent pick there by Kin initially with the Deagle in middle. Kova now on a save. Kova's hurting. They're going to lose this round for sure.
Yep, especially as 2 of their members have already fallen and they're trying to rush down towards the B side. Omarlov seemingly dominant with these pistols as he's snagged the only frag this round for Kova, and he was the only player left as well. So if any guns that he can take away from FIM here is a big advantage coming into the later rounds when there'll be another momentum round when, you could force the other team to save. So any guns he can take away here, but nope, gets decapitated immediately by Kin, trying to push through. So 2-1 for FIM. Kova probably going to have to save 1 more.
It's difficult. I'm waiting for the broadcast app to update here. Yep, it looks like they have an average of about $4,200. Omar has a bit of a fluff there in his bank, but that's because he only had that pistol there on the gun. Looking to see if they do have any rifles here. It looks like we have a couple of nades. That's it. You're absolutely right there, John. A couple of nades stacking here in middle for Kova, and FIM playing it really smart, being really passive and not trying to run into whatever Kova has in store. Kova wasn't as aware of FIM's money situation as FIM is to Kova, so FIM's really definitely playing appropriately to how they feel Kova's going to be buying.
Yeah, and you can see what FIM's doing. Kova had pushed a majority of the rounds thus far into SA2, so being very passive, making sure that they have absolute control of SA2 before they decide to make their move into either of the bomb sites. But for Kova, they had 4 members. Actually, looks like all 5 members finally rotating 1 over, but had pretty much all of their members waiting at middle to do a little nade stack. And FIM, you can see the passivity of their strategy playing into effect, but Omarlov still going to town with the pistols, but Luva does get the revenge frag And now still a 4-on-4, but heavy FIM advantage as they do now have control of the A-bomb site, and Kova is only going to have some pistols here. So I'm not sure if going for an absolute retake would be the best idea here for Kova. Instead, perhaps elect to just try to take away some guns and run away with them next round. But 2 of their members in the meantime have been dropped. Yeah, so it looks like that's what they're trying to do, as they're not trying to collapse on the bomb site, but FIM has been dominating them with a superior weaponry. But Kova does manage to take down one. If he survives, he might be able to get an FIM member into the bomb explosion, but never mind, he is dropped by Kin. And so now we're going to see the first actual gun versus gun round where everybody is stocked up.
Excited to see what Kova's going to do here. Yeah, we have Omar buying an op there for B. What you said was 100% accurate, John. So Kova wanted to really not retake the site so much as they wanted to either, worst case scenario, get FIM down a couple of guns, or best case scenario, get them down a couple of guns and save them. But unfortunately, Kova wasn't really playing with each other, you know, with a teammate to try to be able to save those guns. They did get 1 or 2 down, but it shouldn't affect FIM too much, as we see Omar pushing all the way down Banana with this op, cutting off SA2.
Yep, this is a huge play from Omar, who's been playing quite huge. I mean, pretty much 3 times ahead of any of his teammates, and strictly with pistols. And there's the opening pick onto Kin, as FIM does try to take security of the SA2. But Omar, you can see what Kova is doing here. They got the opening pick, and they're immediately falling back. And this is going to allow them to have the advantage at either bomb site FIM decides to hit. So, where does FIM go from here? Looks like they're trying to work up middle. Not sure where Omar is positioned here. I think he's looking down middle, so watch out for him. There's another frag by Omar. Luva response onto Kova. Kova? Oh my gosh. So look out for that Omar op. Luva is in position to take him out if he peeks, but still Kova advantage. As
great peek.
FIM is, yep, that's a good one there by Luva, but it is a trade frag, so that leaves it up to Pattis and Trade coming in up catwalk. And there Zeke is in a great position.
Wow.
Doesn't peek until the absolute right time when FIM didn't think he was going to, and takes him out from that spot. I'm not sure what you 1.6ers call it.
Which spot? I wasn't paying attention to what spot it was.
It's like the little cubby by tunnels, and in between tunnels and catwalk.
I call it sewer.
Sewer?
Yeah, I don't know. That round was really weird because FIM was down in numbers, and then they kind of dropped the bomb in SA1, and they were looking to get a pick, but they weren't able to do so. They walked up cat a little bit. Pat is unable to really make anything, as we see the rush here from FIM on a full buy all the way into B.
Yep, Omar's going to have to try to come up huge, as he has been, but it didn't work out for them as FIM has stormed the bomb
Zeke's
site.
alone.
Dropped 4 members to 1.
Wow.
Or 1 more has been dropped for FIM, but still, it leaves it all up to Zeke here. And if I was in this position, I'd be looking at a save right now because, I mean, FIM is set up very nicely in the bomb site. They're likely going to be able to trade with him. So what is he going to decide to do? His time to leave is expiring very rapidly. So is he just trying to keep them in the site? I'm not sure, but he might be able to make it out, but no, Luva takes him down. And that is 3K loss for a possible save there from Kova. But nice rush by FIM, dictating the pace, changing it up, and just rushing straight into B, catching Kova off guard.
Yeah, totally. It's possible that Zeke was trying to suppress the last remaining 3 members, I believe it was, of FIM in the site, trying to make them lose a couple of guns. I think he was just kind of desperately trying to retake alone, but it was really impossible. The clock was just not in his favor at all. He should have backed off and saved a little bit earlier, and it sounds like we're getting a bit of a push here from Kova. Yup, on a save round.
Yep, they have been very active to push thus far, but oh man, FIM, quick 5 frags, flawless round. Kova absolutely shut down. But again, back to that play by Zeke. Had he saved there, that might have been a little different round because he does have a gun versus a gun, but he didn't save, perhaps playing into the inexperience you were speaking of. I'm not too sure.
You know, it's tough because I don't think that any player on Kova has played at this, you know, type of, it's not, you know, the highest level, obviously intermediate, but being under this amount of pressure. Yeah, absolutely. It's a really tense situation for them. I'm not sure if they're able to handle it. Had Zeke saved, it might have been, you know, detrimental to Kova's potential success at retaking, or at least getting a gun down and maybe saving the Colt and another, but I don't know. to 4 now.
Yep, Kova had pushed down B, and trying to just put some pressure on the SA2, which is where they've had a majority of their success, so I don't blame them for trying this, as letting FiM dictate where the round is occurring hasn't been working for them thus far. But this round, FiM is pressuring into the A, 2 members towards the A side, but Nitro pushing in to SA2, taking out Kin. That's a huge play there, as now it's down to a 2 versus 2, and the flanker from FiM has been down. So all Kova has to worry about now is the A take, as Pattis and Luva the last 2, but Omar doing so well this half with that AWP and pistols. The majority of them coming in from pistols, but Nitro cleans up the last player, Luva down. And man, Omar, I mean, he might be the story of this match if he could carry Kova through this.
Yeah, Omar's doing good. Switching over to the ADR here, thanks to the broadcast app. Omar right now totaling, he's topping Kova at 93 ADR. That is, you know, a big help and attributed to his op over towards B. But even on the rotates towards A, he's really helped out and stopped FiM from even planting. FiM hasn't gotten many plants there into the A bomb site, so a great job from him, both holding the site and the on the retake. And Nitro getting 2 huge picks there after pushing all mid.
And Kova's aggression on gun rounds, or even on their pistol round, is really what's brought them their early round advantages. And FiM, it's not like they're putting themselves out of position, it's just Kova is getting those frags when they come into SA2. You can see here a little dance going on between Omar and one of the FiM players, but Trey takes him, or Trey is dropped by Omar, so that op is just going to work for Omar. But you can see FiM, this will likely be the round where if they lose, they're going to have to save. I'm pretty sure, but maybe Luva and Pattis can swing it around here for the Kova setup at B, whereas the point of contention that FiM is going to bring about, they're trying to take up the catwalk here. Nitro
they're boosting.
is in the area. Yeah, they're trying to boost up into the window. I believe you could do that silently in this game, correct?
Yes, 100% silent, yep.
Yeah, very big difference. And there it comes. The boost success comes to fruition as Nitro is taken down, which leaves it all up to Omar on the bomb site, who's dropped by Luva. And just what I was talking about, FiM, these remaining 2 members swing it in their favor, but Kova is on the retake and takes both of them down from the back halls. Nicely done, and that is horrible for FiM, as just when they think they have the round in their favor, you're not ready for the retake.
That's so tough.
5 to 3, or 5 to 4.
Lava was 5 to 4. Lava was so close to being in a great position. He had died right here, right by the back halls. Had he been pushed up a little bit further, if he had moved a little bit more quickly, Kova would have not been able to line up that frag with the bomb plant. That's really what hurt FiM there in that 2v2. There was a frag here onto the defender, and then the remaining frag was left just behind this box for the plant. So it was really unfortunate that FiM couldn't push up a little bit more into the back hall, but it was still a close round. FiM not out of this yet, especially I would say this is CT favored, the map, and I would say that Kova is a little bit better on CT than FiM. So FiM is still doing a pretty good job here, and I think they're in the lead.
Yeah, I'll have to take your word for it being like a CT favored map, but that's definitely going to come into play as FiM, if you feel they have a less powerful side on CT. But I'm surprised FiM is still able to buy. They may be sacrificing armor or a couple nades, but you're talking about how Omerlov was able to shut down FiM, not letting them get the bomb down. So I'm really surprised that they're still able to buy. But nonetheless, they have, and they're trying to work into the A bomb site here. They're going to go with a 2 mid, 2 catwalk split, as one of their members has already been dropped. So Luva, nice frag onto Nitro, and now they're going to be able to pinch the members inside of the A bomb site. It's all up to Kova, as all of his teammates have been annihilated. But Omerlov still up in a 1 versus 2, hits a beautiful frag onto Trey. 1 versus 1 with Pattis. Pattis is going to nade him down to 6 HP, but Omar is posted on the angle. If Omar moves, or if Pattis does a little jump peek right now, this could be huge.
Oh, he legs him!
Catches Omar. Big play by Pattis, getting a much-needed round for FiM.
Wow.
6 to 4.
FiM crushed the site, splitting both cat and mid. took it completely. Kova did a great job being in the site, trying to defend FIM's presence in middle. Omar, though, rotating over from B, just like I said earlier. That op has been put to work, not only holding B, cutting off SA2, but also on the retake. That retake prevention was fantastic. He moved all the way up there into middle. He got the leg there onto Pattis.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he legged him through the box.
Oh man, I didn't even catch that. So nice jukes from. Oh, but never mind this round. Before we can even talk about it, it is over as Kova tried to go with their traditional rush into SA2, but FIM having none of it. 7-4 for FIM. And if FIM wins this, if I'm not mistaken, this is over.
Yeah, if FIM wins this map, this is the first map so far, the best of, or, you know, it's not a best of 2 or whatever, but if FIM wins this map, Tuscan, they are the grand finalists of the intermediate division for ESEA this season. Still, if Kova wins this, it gets pushed to a second map. Kova needs to win that one. I believe it's Inferno. What an aggressive push here by Kova into SA2 on a gun round.
Yeah, and I don't blame them for doing this, this is where they've had a majority of their success, rushing in. But down to a 1 versus 2 here, as Joey down to 3 HP and still has Omar and Nitro. Pretty much, from what I could tell, the most devastating players thus far are making the big plays. And our Nitro onto Joey with a nade. That's one of the situations where you never want to go out like that in a clutch just to eat a nade. Oh,
I know, it sucks.
But 5-7, FIM.
Yeah, I mean, Kova... It's interesting that Kova did a full gun push with at least 2, it might have been 3 guys in SA2, given that Omar has been able to cut off SA2 the entire map, or excuse me, the entire half with just his op. So to commit extra bodies to doing the same job, it was really interesting to see that. But FIM still up, no, yep, they are on a gun round, but Nitro getting 2 early frags again.
Yeah, that's some deja vu.
He always does that.
I mean, being able to consistently push down short B and get 2 frags, and he may even pick up a 3rd here, as one of the members of FIM is down to 42 after feeding him. But Luba might be able to get this frag. Yep, that's Omar down. Not surprising, as he didn't have the big green. But a 4-on-3 here. Oh, Kova is going to be starting to run away with this round, as they furthered the deficit to 4 versus 2, and the remaining 2 FIM players are going to try to work up the catwalk. Luckily for them, Omar does not have an op here. So it's going to be up to the remaining Kova members to stop this take onto A. Oh, Trey catching Davey through the smoke.
Zeke's in good position.
Where is Zeke? And again, at the, what do you call it, the sewer spot. And there it is again. What a deja vu round. I believe it was the same round that Nitro pushed down Kitty, or Short B got 2, and then Zeke cleaned them up.
It was
as they
the
tried
same.
To come up to, man,
yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, I'm glad that I know that was the area you were talking about before, because in Mill there is a sewer there. There's a ladder that goes down to the ground, so yeah, that's definitely a weird sewer area. Zeke, perfectly positioned there. Trey did throw a couple of flashes, and his nade did hit Zeke there towards the sewer area of Upper Cat, CT Cat, but I'm not sure if he heard that hit, especially in a 2 versus 4 in such a an important round. FIM here on the save, already 2 early frags.
Yeah, I can see why this happened. Kova tried to push down to SA2. I don't think they would have done it if they knew that FIM was ecoing, but now, suddenly, the pistols
so many
of FIM,
problems.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't throw themselves at the terrorist side if they knew they didn't have guns. But anyways, watch out for Kin here, as he may be able to take down Zeke. And that his teammate is coming up with the bomb. He's going to try to go towards Kin. Oh, huge frag by Kin. Now it's down to a 1 versus 1 as Zeke is down to 41, but he has no idea that Trey is right there behind him. Takes him down from behind. Easy frag there by Trey, and nicely played by FIM in that pretty terrible situation for them initially.
Yeah, what a ballsy push to go through SA2, where there's been so much pressure from Kova all half, moving into the last round now. But I really want to highlight Trey's peak there in the 1 versus 1. A lot of people being in position, knowing your opponent doesn't know where you are, and having the bomb in your position. There's a lot of incentive to just go in the site and plant, so worst case scenario, you at least have some money for the last round. But it was a really smart peak. It was perfectly timed, and he knew it would work. So a lot of credit to Trey there in the 1 versus 1.
Yeah, it's that war of information that comes into effect there. I mean, you could be the best aimer in the world, but if the enemy comes at you from behind, you're done. So
Right.
nicely played there by Trey and his teammate Kim, who somehow got set up inside of the CT spawn. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did nonetheless. But for this round, FiM already up 1 player. They're taking into the A bomb site 2 players down, so pretty much I didn't hear many nades being exchanged, so FiM just pretty much came in the bomb site and said, we got the better
They stomped out. Yeah, look at them. 5v1. Wow.
Oh my gosh. And that's huge coming into the second half because they just pretty much waltzed in the A bomb site, outshot everyone, and now they're saying, let's go, let's finish this second half. We're up 9-6.
That's how you end the half, exactly. 9-6, especially, you know, FiM, like I said, I spoke to Joey before the match. He said he wasn't as confident in their Tuscan ability as they were in, you know, their Inferno ability. So on this first map, on the T side, where I'm gonna go ahead and say that I believe this is CT sided, to come out strong on a 9-6, perfect for them. They're, you know, let's take a quick look at FiM. They're 20-0 this season. Haven't lost a match. They've had some close ones, but not against their toughest opponents. This is definitely their toughest opponent that they've faced thus far. It's in the finals of the upper bracket for intermediate, and they just went up on the harder half. So they're totally confident. If they win this pistol, they're in a great position to sweep the match.
And you can see both teams on the CT side have gone for very interesting setups. You can see here for FiM, they got a little double stack here with the teammate prime flash. So they're going to get the opening frag, and I like that they're not rotating away from it. Never mind, they are, as they try to push in, and that might be
it's going to be tough to hold.
Big flaw. But both FiM members are in the sewer area, or where it used to be, but on a mill. But no, Kova is going to reroute all the way back to be around the world, and FiM needs to get a move on if they're going to want to have
so out of
one
position
member there. Yep, it's going to be all on Joey. And just delaying them a bit would be a big victory for him. But if he can get more than 1 frag, that'll be nice. But no, he gets spotted immediately. This might be a pretty big nade coming in from him. But now he has cued his teammates in to rotate. This isn't a terrible position to be in for FiM. It's definitely winnable, though the bomb has been planted. Maybe they have a battle here with Joey takes it out. But FiM gets the better of him at 2-3. And so they have taken in the bomb site, but the bomb is ticking away. Zeke coming in from out on the courtyard. They're going to try to ninja defuse.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh!
Zeke might have just, that round right there, might have just cost his team the finals because he had the opportunity to take him down.
Wow.
He got the ninja defuse, and he didn't connect onto the head. He tried to shoot him too quickly before letting
he missed the
his
shot.
settle.
Kin stuck that defuse regardless of Zeke's position. Zeke was underneath the tarp and was missing against the diffuser. There was some pressure, you know, there was someone rushing against him, but still, that was probably the biggest round of their entire season. And I hate to say it, but I think Zeke might have blow it.
But they have gone, they did get the bomb down, so similar to last half, they did go with the surprise buy. So
Pattis is pushed down here at Banana. They know that Kova's probably here in SA1.
Yeah, since he's pushed down there, I'm not sure why his teammate is with him inside of the window area, but never mind. FiM onto Nitro, reply by Zeke. As they do get the trade frags on Cat, so it's going to be AKs versus Bombas is here. And Kin in the sewer spot. He can time his peek at the right time.
There it is.
Gets 1, can't get the second, and Omar takes him. But Omar is in a terrible position. They're 1-on-3. And the surprise buy just failed. And this is looking very, very grim for Kova.
Fucking grim for Kova now, definitely. Kin's push from Old Sewer was perfectly timed. MP5, no one buys that anymore in 1.6. I don't know about sources for you, but that's like a stupid buy.
I don't even think there is an MP5.
It's just stupid. But I think a large part of that round needs to be attributed to Trey again. He was the opening pick for FiM. He got the opening pick with 1 burst of the FAMAS, and the reason he was able to get that with 1 burst and land that kill was because Kova forced AKs. They didn't have armor. And FiM just cleaning up right now, Joey, here in the alternate mid. But is Kova going to get the plant? Oh, they got the plant!
Yeah, so small victory and a big defeat so far for Kova, as they're now down 12-6, I believe.
Yes.
But yeah, what we were talking about, that sewer spot, it's been so devastating for some reason for both teams to deal with, as whenever that sewer player seems to peek out, it seems they always catch the opposition off guard.
Yeah, the real reason for that position's success is because teams tailor it to be the foundation for their A strats. So a CT will be set up there for a pop flash, a guy near top middle will pop flash for Cat, and then the peak will come out from old sewer. So that's why that spot's really successful, and it's nice to see FIM really abusing the potential at this part of the map.
Yeah, definitely. But on to the round. That is, it's going to be very pivotal for Kova. Is if they lose this, I'm not sure if they're going to save afterwards. After what I've been seeing, I have no knowledge whether teams are going to save or not. It seems it seems like both of them have been forcing AKs without armor. Is that a very common theme?
Okay. It is in the finals, so it's a very clear sign of desperation.
All right, so Kova here walking into an FIM 4-man A stack. But it is down to a 1 versus 2 here. It's up to Zeke. He only has 11 HP. They've been trading back and forth here inside of the A-bomb site. Oh, and again, the nade. You never want to go out like that, especially after failing your team so hard.
It's
on
terrible.
The
I know. You have to make up for all that lost, roundage you could have scrambled
up.
up.
Put the team on your back.
Yeah.
Only to eat a nade.
Just taking a look at the money here again, thanks to the broadcast app. Kova at about, I'd say, $3,900 average. They could force again. It looks like they did by the drop in money. Yeah, we are going to see guns here coming out from Kova. It looks like they're trying to do something a little bit more quickly here over towards Cap before he hits some counter flashes.
They're going for a quick change of pace, much like FIM did before. However, they have
it's working
in their favor thus far. But never mind, FIM is making their way back, and the flank from Pattis, catching Davey and Kova, and then Kin
they didn't clear the side.
2 kills apiece, and this is 14-9. So Kova, unless they want to avoid the tie round, this is do or die.
FIM is running away with this. This is exactly what I thought would happen CT side. It's just...
But Kova had their chance.
I know, Kova really was in a great position for a long time to, string up some rounds, but they lost the pistol, and, that really fucked them in the butt. And they haven't been able to connect with these stupid, attempted forced buy rounds. Like, look at Pattis just walk down Cat and killed Omar after nothing. I'm pretty sure that was a force again.
Lost. Yeah, that was a definite force. And you could see here, after FIM gathering so much confidence coming into these later rounds, as they're seemingly having not much respect for Kova, as they're still not out of the woodwork, or as far as the last round was concerned, as they could have allowed Kova to establish some momentum and everything, but they said, screw that, we're just going to push into them and outshoot them, and that's exactly what happens, 6-0.
Yep.
So now, the last round that Kova, if they lose this, this is all over for them, and their season will go down the drain despite them having some massive opportunities to beat the heavy favorites FIM, but Joey.
Oh my
God. Kova, and Joey, no respect, just peeking down long B, and Kova having no answers, and Pattis gets one as well, so Omerloff and Nitro, the 2 impact players that I was talking about last half, but they are down to 2 on 5, and now 1 versus 5. The season relies on the shoulders of Omerloff. I mean, we're going to have to see the most amazing clutch probably in a while drop by Kin, and that is going to be, oh man, a devastating loss for Kova, and that is over.
That's ridiculous. GG's being exchanged. FIM is going to be your finalists and the winners for Counter-Strike 1.6 Intermediate for Season 13, right? 13? 12?
I think it's 12, yeah?
12?
Yeah.
For Season 12. That was a beautiful game by FIM. They really did a fantastic job stringing rounds together there on the CT side. Unfortunately, the T's could not piece together that pistol round. That was so close. We saw that pistol round. There was the Ninja Defuse.
They lost out from there.
That changed the whole ending to their season. That one round, that one couple of, that series of pistol misses changed everything.
I mean, Zeke is going to have nightmares tonight.
I know, and he's going to hate
still
us.
And hit him in the head initially.
We just bombing on him, but that was detrimental to their potential success. That really messed them up. FIM able to walk away now. FIM's record their final record for the season is 21-0. They played fantastic all season. Joey especially. Him and Trey have been doing a great job pairing up and really never making a match that all of their matches that were really close were against people that they underestimated. And while that's kind of sloppy for FIM, it's a testament to how they prepare for matches. They know that their confidence against the top contenders that will be their opposition, their confidence is at the max at those times. So against teams that maybe won't compete as well, they're definitely more lax, and that's what brings the closer matches, the 16-14s that we talked about earlier. But they did exactly what they've done against all of their top contender opponents in this match. The final score wasn't even close. They shut down Kova, and the fact that they can shut down a finalist team, even though Kova isn't as experienced, their composure's a little bit off, and the second half didn't really go in their favor at all after losing the pistol. I think it talks a lot to how FIM prepares for matches and how they're able to deliver on the matches that really count.
Precisely. I mean, it's really not a matter of preparation when you can say to yourself, okay, I'm going to push into a possibly disadvantageous position and rely on my shot to outshoot them. And that's what I saw a lot of on the CT side for FIM, so proving why they are the dominant team and the IM winners this season.
For sure. I was going to get an interview with FIM because I have a couple of them on Steam Friends, but I'm on my other account because I have to stream, so unfortunately no interview. But that's going to be it. So for Counter-Strike 1.6, the intermediate finals, again, that was FIM versus Kova. FIM finishing as the number one team for intermediate. Their final record, 21-1. Excellent from them. Kova, that would make them 18-5 after the playoffs, including their regular season. So, Kova, great team, did an excellent job this season overall. Unfortunately, couldn't piece it together against FIM's composure. They've if a team can go 21-0, they're going to be able to compete well in the finals. So excellent job from both teams, but FIM definitely the highlight for not only tonight but for the season overall. So
yeah, superior class.
Excellent team. I would love to see what they're going to do next season and where they're going to be placed and
Switch
how well
Go?
they do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they like Go, but maybe you'll be facing them next lane and Go. You never know.
Hopefully.
So thanks again, everyone. My name is Connor Cakebuilder, Gentle Core, and joining me was John, my homie G, Sauce, Laser Jesus. That's all from me. You have anything you want to say before we sign off?
Nope.
1.6, yay. Thanks, guys. Fun match. I believe we have the main. We have some main shit going on tomorrow. I don't know. I gotta work tomorrow and do main. So it might be upper finals or something. I'm a little behind, but if you want more 1.6, I should be casting that with. I bet it's Dustin tomorrow. I gotta see who's on the schedule, but we will see you tomorrow for more 1.6, and we also have some Source Go stuff going on at the same time, if not on Thursday. So thanks so much, everyone.
Have a good night.